So let's cut to the chase. If you feel like you always have to raise your voice before your toddler listens, you're not alone. And you might actually be training them to ignore you. It sounds backwards, right? Of course you're trying to teach them to listen. But unintentionally, many parents fall into a pattern that tells toddlers, I don't really have to listen until mom or dad gets serious. Here's how it usually goes. You calmly ask your toddler to do something. They ignore it. You repeat the request, firmer this time. Still no response. Finally, you raise your voice, walk over, and demand action. Only then do they respond. So what's the problem with this approach? Well, simply put, your child learns that. I only have to listen when the yelling starts. And does that sound like an effective strategy for getting your toddler to listen? I think not. But here's the good news. We can fix this. It just takes a little know-how and some practice. So without further ado, let's dive into 7 simple steps that will transform the way your toddler listens. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit that will make raising your voice a thing of the past. Let's jump right in. Step number 1, mean what you say the first time. Okay, let me clarify. I'm not suggesting you should threaten or intimidate your child. What I am saying is this. Do not wait 3 or 4 times asking your toddler to do something before taking action. Now I know it's tempting. We've all been there. You politely ask once, maybe twice, and then that 3rd or 4th time, you're feeling pretty frustrated and you might resort to raising your voice. But here's why that approach doesn't work. Your toddler learns that you won't follow through unless you're really mad. So they might comply when you first ask, but they're banking on you eventually backing down or losing patience. The solution is simple. If they don't respond to your request the first time, calmly and promptly follow through with the consequence you've established beforehand. For instance, if they don't pick up their toys, you could say, okay, I'm going to clean up now and you can play with the blocks later. Then stick to it. Keep cleaning and leave the blocks out of reach. It might seem counterintuitive, but this approach teaches your toddler that you're serious and that helps them take you seriously. All right, moving on to step number 2, give your full attention. Now, I can't emphasize enough how important this one is. Don't shout instructions from another room while you're busy folding laundry or cooking dinner. That's not gonna work. Your child needs your focused attention to truly listen and respond. If you're distracted, or worse, on your phone, they're not going to prioritize you. It's just how kids are wired. They thrive on attention. So give them your full attention. Make eye contact, kneel down to their level, and speak in a calm but clear voice. Show them that you're present and that what you have to say matters. This might require you to pause what you're doing, but trust me, that's okay. In the long run, they'll understand the value of listening, which will save you both a lot of stress and frustration. All right, now let's move on to step number 3, get their full attention too. Okay, now that you have their attention, it's time to make sure they have yours. Toddlers are naturally curious and easily distracted, so help them focus on you by minimizing distractions. Turn off the TV, put away your phone, and get down on their level. Once they're looking at you, give a short, clear instruction. Remember, this is key. Don't get caught up in lengthy explanations or lectures. At this age, less is more. Keep it simple and direct. For example, instead of "don't throw that truck," say, "please place the toy gently on the table." Long, complicated sentences are not only hard for them to process, but they also increase the likelihood that they'll tune you out. So keep it concise and focused. Moving on to step number 4, don't phrase instructions as questions. This is a common mistake many parents make. Instead of saying, "don't you want to put on your shoes?" try, "it's time to put on our shoes." Asking a question implies a choice, which gives them the opportunity to say no or ignore you. And we know we don't want that. By stating what you want them to do, you're emphasizing that it's a directive, not an option. This helps them understand that certain things are non-negotiable, like safety rules or getting ready on time. And remember, you don't have to be a drill sergeant about it. A gentle, firm tone works wonders. Plus, this approach sets the stage for them to develop self-discipline because they'll learn to internalize rules rather than rely on external pressures. Now let's discuss step number 5, give them a sense of control. Toddlers are naturally headstrong, and asserting their independence is a big part of their development. So why not channel that energy in a positive way? Instead of presenting every request as a battle, try giving them a sense of control. This could be as simple as telling them what's happening next. For example, first we clean up our toys, then we go to the park. This is what's called the first-then method, and it works like magic because it helps them anticipate what's coming next. This predictability reduces anxiety and increases cooperation. Not only does it help them listen better, but it also fosters a sense of responsibility and teaches them essential life skills like sequencing. All right, on to step number 6. Be patient but firm. Being patient and firm are two qualities that are super important when dealing with toddlers. After you give a direction, pause. Wait a few seconds. Let them process what you've said. Stay close and wait. If they still don't act, model the behavior you want to see. For example, start putting toys away. Wait for them to copy you. And when they do, praise them specifically. Great job putting the blue block in the basket. This approach not only teaches them what to do, but also encourages them to follow your lead. It's like a game for them. They love copying you. So use that natural inclination to guide their behavior in the right direction. And remember, patience is key. Toddlers learn at their own pace. So be prepared to repeat and reinforce. But the payoff is worth it. Seeing them understand and cooperate will make you so happy. All right, now the last step, follow through if needed. So we've covered a lot of ground from being firm to being patient, but sometimes even after all those strategies, your toddler still might not listen. So what do you do then? Well, the answer is simple. Calmly explain the consequence and act on it. For example, if they don't stop throwing their blocks, say, "If we don't use the cars gently, I'll have to put them away. And if needed, you're not playing safely, so I'm putting the cars away now." This might initially lead to protests and tears, but stay strong. Let them experience the natural outcome of their actions. This teaches them valuable life lessons about responsibility and helps them understand that their actions have consequences. Yes, it's tough, but it's necessary. Trust me, in the long run, they'll appreciate the guidance and it'll save you a lot of headaches. And there you have it, folks. Those 7 simple steps to help your toddler listen better. Remember, consistency is key. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Like anything, it takes practice. So hang in there and keep trying. And hey, if you found this advice helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Plus, subscribe for more weekly videos packed with toddler insights and parenting tricks that actually work. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, happy parenting.